So today we're going to be trying to diagnose a Ford F-150. It will, see if we can get to do it. It probably won't start, but what it does is it'll start up and then die. Kind of started up, not really though. It did it a lot better before though. Now to me, it started up, ran for a little bit, and then died. Kind of seems like a fueling issue. Customer said that they did a fuel pump and fuel filter. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna check the fuel filter, see if it's facing the right direction. And I'm also gonna pull, I'm gonna pull the fuel feed to the fuel rail, and I'm gonna see if it is actually, you know, any fuel's coming out of it to even start to begin this. So this right here is the fuel feed to the rail. I already took this clip off actually. This clip goes behind it kind of and snaps down on it, and that's just a retainer for it. So to remove it you need a tool like this, or they have plastic ones that you can use, but I got this one right now. So you just put it around, work it underneath the spring that holds the fitting on, and it'll come right off just like that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this rag here. Hopefully you can see good enough. And I'm gonna turn the key on. I'll yell when I have the key on. And you should be able to hear the beep or something. And we'll see if any fuel comes out. Key on. This rag is completely dry. No fuel came out. So first thing I'm gonna check is the fuel filter to make sure it's facing the right way. Now hopefully you'll be able to see this. I got under here and I noticed that this clip was not where it's supposed to be. This clip right here. So then I pull on this line and that just came right off. So that wasn't secured properly, but it's also not wet down here, so it's not like it's, it doesn't look good either. Line's kind of not good right there. We're gonna go ahead and just disconnect the fuel filter and see if it's the right way. I can't really see at this angle which way it's supposed to be going, but to disconnect it, you just kind of slide this middle tab up and that releases it, and then you get that fuel fitting release tool under this side as well, and it'll pop right off. And as you can see, that's popped up. I just got this little tiny screwdriver and popped it up like that. Now the one thing about this is that this side, just because, even if the filter is backwards, the pump still should be running, so that would put pressure on this side of the system. So when I release this, there could be some spray. Oh, no, I mean, I guess that's all I had to do because it's coming right off. I may have released it, but all right, I'm gonna hide. Still got the camera over here, but I'm gonna close my eyes. And no fuel, so it's either out of gas or the fuel pump isn't running. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hook all this back up. Actually, no, while I have this undone, I'm going to check to make sure this is the right way. It probably is, but you know, while I'm here, I'm just gonna make sure so I don't have to come back and, you know, re-diagnose something. So this is the way it popped out of here, and hopefully you can see it was facing the right way. So we're just gonna pop this back in and hook everything back up and make sure it's all secured. Okay, so knowing that, we're gonna go over here to the passenger side if it's unlocked. It's not. Okay, so I can see somebody's already been down here. I like how Ford didn't even care to label the fuses. They're just fuse, 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 relay, relay. Pretty cool. Okay, I totally forgot this about Fords. I'm gonna see if I can get you to see it. So you have the relay here, that's fine. That should be clicking and whatnot, but the switch side of the relay, actually no. What feeds the relay is a switch called the Inertia switch that Fords have. So back here
know if you can see it. Yeah, you can barely see it. It's right in the bottom left corner. And when you can see the top of that red part, that means it's been triggered. So what happens is if you get in a big impact or something, it'll trigger that to shut off fuel to the engine so you don't get a big fire. If that were, you know, to be what would happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get the light back there, and I'm just going to pop that back down. So I got a little cocky. I thought that'd be my issue for sure, but it's not. Now we're still at the relay box, and the fuel pump relay is this 20 amp that's right there, that yellow one. You can tell what colors are, it's kind of washed out, but I'm gonna pull that out and check it. We do seem to be getting 12 volts to the fuel pump. I'm actually going to see if you can see. I mean, a little bit. I'm gonna remove the inertia switch to continue diagging it. To do that, I'm using a 5.5 millimeter socket. Gonna be removing the bolt that's up here and the bolt that's back here, and then unplugging it. Now to test it, I'll be using my multimeter on a continuity test. So currently the switch, if it's working properly, it should be closed. So there should be continuity between two of the terminals. Let's see if it's operating in general. Now you can hear it in there rattling around. And we'll test it, and we'll have no continuity. Now we pop that back in, and we get continuity again. So that's how you test these. I'm gonna put this one back in. It seems to be good. And next, it's pretty hard to test the relay from here, so I might have to find a way to try to get to the pump and see if we got voltage back there. All right, so we're under the rear axle, and we have this unplugged. This is the fuel pump control module, or the driver. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump these two wires and these two wires, and that will bypass this and hopefully kick on the fuel pump. So right now I got these jumpered, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to start the truck. Right now I have it plugged in, but still bypassed through the back. We're gonna try to start it. Let it prime, hopefully. So with that, I'm going to suggest to the customer a new fuel pump control module, and you know, hopefully they have it in stock, and if they do, I'll put that in. I'll make a little video of how to do that. It's pretty simple, I think, but you know, some people still want to see something before it happens. I know I usually do. But if this video helped you out, let me know by leaving a like. If you'd like to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.